Hey.
There we go.
There we go. Let's do it.
Let us do it.
Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds podcast presented by the BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. You love to play, you play to win, you bet. BetParks. It's the BetParks Picks Pod with two just studs at picking games this year.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
We're like 20 games over 500. And here's the thing that makes it impressive. And not to toot our own horn, but you know what? We haven't been this good ever. So let us talk a little bit here. Like, it's hard to pick every game.
Yes.
It's one thing to be like, these are my 5 favorites. We have to pick every game here. So I'm pretty impressed with us, man. I'm sure I'm leading into like a 3-10 week, but I'm
we're
pretty
gonna have
impressed.
a down week eventually.
Yes.
But what's also impressive is, and I don't mean this in like a lazy way, we do no research. like it's not like this is the best example of vibes mattering.
Yeah.
We strictly pick off vibes.
Now we do pay attention to the NFL.
Oh, right, but I mean, but you listen to other games.
Yeah,
like
it's like
it's
this
like,
team, this many
trend,
games in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
And, underdogs in this spot.
You can find a trend to support any.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
It's basically just pick. Like I think we both agree we both would have picked the Jets last week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean last night. So we're basically 1-0.
It was a
already.
Jets line. The Jets were favorite. It was like what?
Easy money.
All right, let's roll here. Let's dominate this. We are doing the weird Tucker not in studio with us pod. So Tucker's like remote.
Yeah, well, he's also typing on the screen.
Here
we go. Not currently, but it's like an AI creation.
You can keep an eye out if Tucker needs us to do anything. Tucker, we got you, buddy. All right, let's dive in. Clap your hands coming up. Everyone check that out as well. Is it actually with Jack or is it with James?
It is with Jack.
Nice. I didn't know if Jack did the pod anymore.
So, he's occasionally.
Okay, it rarely hops in. So I just want to,
it's kind of like
I wanted to make sure he was still a part of the show.
Kind of like the players on the team.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he's.
There we go.
It's tough to defend that team.
I know,
isn't it? All right, let's dive in. Sunday, 1:00 is an interesting game from an Eagles perspective. Dallas at Atlanta.
Okay. I'm going to go. I think Dallas is still favorites. I'm going to go Dallas -2.
Dallas is not a favorite.
Really? Wow.
Atlanta is a 3-point home favorite. Feels like a Falcons line right there.
It does. Yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons.
I am too, even though if Dallas loses, they'll be 3-5 heading into that Eagles.
So here's a tough thing to think about, though. That does mean the following week when the Eagles
they're desperate.
Like it's a must-win situation.
It's almost like
it looks like Micah Parsons might come back. I think the following week. So they say he's getting close. He won't play this week. That's setting up to be a very tough Eagles.
Plus, the Eagles have the Thursday night game right on the horizon after, and
I don't think a Cowboys game is ever like a.
No, you're not looking past.
But no, you're right. It's
there. It's part of it.
They have to go 2-1 over
2-1 over the next 3. Yeah. I agree.
And ideally, the loss. Well, I guess if you had to pick,
that's what's funny. It's the one that we think they're going to win. You want them to lose. I mean, it's an AFC team.
I think
2 division teams.
You beat the Jaguars in Washington and the Dallas loss.
I think if you, I agree. I think in order of wanting to win the most, it goes Washington, Dallas, Jacksonville. So if you have to lose one of them,
Although you could kill the Dallas season,
which is a thought.
So there's that too. I think you'd almost rather lose to Washington.
I don't know though.
You win in Dallas, you end the Cowboys.
Because it's in Philly though, and then you got to go to. Well,
it'd be ugly for sure, but
you just might lose the division.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough one. All right, let's keep it rolling. We're both taking the Falcons in that one. All right, Denver at the Ravens. Ravens coming off a loss.
Yeah, a rare loss.
Jameis, famous.
Yeah. That was the easiest pick of all time, by the way. I hope I picked it because Deshaun Watson.
I don't think I picked it.
The Browns winning their first start post Deshaun Watson seems so obvious.
In hindsight, we definitely.
I'd love to listen to what I said about that game.
Yeah,
hopefully,
I wish
last week Elliot was on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Baltimore -8.
Yeah, buddy. Off to a great start this week.
I'm taking the Ravens. Denver's defense is good, which is a little intriguing, but coming off a loss at home,
coming off a big loss,
yeah,
I will take the Ravens with you as well. But I agree, Denver's friskier than I thought.
Well, and their defense is good enough that they can keep things.
They can stay in games. Defense, as they say, Elliot, defense travels. You might not know that.
But offense wins.
All right, let's keep it rolling. The Chargers at the Browns. Another barn burner here.
Chargers at the Browns. Can Jameis Winston go 2-0?
Can he?
I'm going to go Chargers -1.5.
You're on point today,
I'm doing well
this
today.
Is good.
Yeah, the first one was a bad miss, but
I might take the Browns here.
I think I'm going to too.
I am too. Browns underdog win at home.
Also, LA in Cleveland doesn't feel like a good travel game for them.
I agree. I like this. All right, let's keep it on. Another crap game. Raiders at the Dolphins. Just a not exciting football game. This is one of those I will give so little of my bandwidth.
Well, and also losing the first to a start has to just really kill the vibe.
Oh yeah, well, especially the way they lost
Right.
it too. That was just tough.
All right, so who is it at the Dolphins
The
again?
Raiders.
The Raiders. Okay. I still think the Dolphins are favorites. I'm gonna go Dolphins -3.
7.5.
7.5. Wow. I mean,
I was gonna say, like, I almost feel like we take the Dolphins just because that is such like that is an overwhelming Dolphins line. Plus season on the line. Raiders.
Yeah, all right. I'll take Miami, but that is a wild line.
You don't have to, man. You don't have to. I took
know
the
I
Raiders
don't,
last week
but-
and against the Chiefs, and they covered late. Great late cover for me.
All right, actually, I'm gonna go Raiders.
Okay.
It just feels like it's not the Dolphins season. I don't know if they're gonna put it.
I screwed up. This is on me. This is a really bad job I made.
Is it wrong teams?
Yeah, it's
right.
the Raiders at the Bengals and the Dolphins at the Bills is the next game. So
All right, wow. I will say this: you've been reading off that paper for like 5 years now, and you've
First
never
time
made
I've
that
ever done
mistake.
that. So
pretty
my
good.
bad.
All right, so completely.
So
restart.
starting over, it is 7.5, but the Bengals are a 7.5 point home favorite against the Raiders.
Okay, that I think makes a little more sense.
Yes, it does. It makes a lot more sense actually.
So I think there's been a little bit since the Eagles beat the Bengals of like the Bengals aren't that good. I don't
good.
think that's fair. Like the
I agree.
Bengals are,
They're fine.
you know, they're a rare example. They're almost the Justin Herbert where you almost have to throw the record out a little bit. Like Justin Herbert's a good quarterback. We can debate how good,
Burrow's
whatever.
way better.
No. Where I was going with this, like I think the Bengals are a good team. Like
Okay.
even if their record, they're maybe not a great team, but I think they're a good team. So I will take the Bengals to cover.
I will too. Same thought process. I think the Bengals season is on the line.
They're probably
here.
getting T. Higgins back. I would think. I haven't seen an update.
Yeah,
but
season on the line. I don't think the Raiders are going to travel well 1 o'clock on a Sunday. So I'll go with the Bengals. All right. Now the Dolphins at the Bills.
7.5. No.
That would be hilarious.
I'm gonna go Bills -6. Look at
You
this.
were on point today.
I swear
dude.
I did not look.
Of course you did.
No, I know.
I think people should know if they've listened to you do this and be. Last week, I think you were like 3 points off on every line.
Yeah.
You're clearly not cheating it.
Although that would incentivize me.
You would never.
Right.
I know you do.
Yeah.
So 6 points. Dolphins, a 6-point dog in Buffalo.
I'll take the Bills.
So I will too. I'm going to take the Bills, but this definitely feels like Bills riding high, Dolphins season on the line. They come in.
The Dolphins are like.
I just think it might be bad. That's why I'm going Bill. I'm not betting against the Bills here, but I don't feel I'm not putting the parlay. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Even though normally I would. We love the Bills.
I agree. I will be curious to see how long Mike McDaniel lasts there because
McDaniel.
I'm just gonna say
like
McDaniel.
a WIP.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, someone said yes. Something on radio I thought was so true. Everyone says Reese's Pieces instead of Reese's Cups.
Well, Richie says that, or no, Joe says this. Richie always says it, where it's not just the Reese's Pieces are its own thing.
No, I know, right? But people just say
what people say is Reese's Pieces instead of Reese's Pieces because it is pieces. The word is Pieces.
Does Reese's pronounce it that way?
I have no idea, but it's
no, I know, yeah.
Reese's Pieces, but it is actually Reese's Pieces.
So I think there is only one acceptable take on Halloween candy. You ready? Mm-hmm. I think without question, Reese's Cups are the best candy. And I think without question, the Hershey Kiss is the GOAT candy.
So Zoe, obsessed with Hershey. She probably ate 100 Hershey.
I think it's like the original GOAT piece of candy.
So I don't know if I can definitely get down with that, but I get what you're saying. So Twix is my favorite candy bar, but I agree with you. Reese's Cups are the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Reese's Cups are just like the best piece. Like if you could only eat one piece of candy for the rest of your life.
So I like Twix more personally, but
I like Twix.
I'm agreeing with you at that point. I think that's a great take. And Hershey's are the original, but you could say a Hershey bar as opposed to a Kiss.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean, maybe it is the Hershey bar.
I think it might be the
You're
Hershey
right. It's the Hershey bar.
Is the original.
You're right. Good point.
Good takes overall.
Thank you.
I like that. By the way, Halloween, let me tell you.
Yeah, how was it?
Having
we had a few knock on our door.
1 month. Did you really?
Yeah, we did.
Those. We went out to my mom's neighborhood in the burbs in Doylestown. It was awesome. Zoe had a light up dress. Got lots of compliments on it.
That's all you
keep
do
track.
Anymore.
The A6, she's almost 6 in a month, but 5, 6, 7, whatever it is in there. Like the pure joy that these kids feel on Halloween. Like I've never been a huge Halloween guy. Like it's fine. Like I've never been anti. I dressed up when I was young. I'd go to parties.
Yeah, I'm not a big dresser.
But I'm not huge, but I will. And I'm like fine with Halloween. It's like, sure, why not? But like watching your kid have Halloween, like it's like Halloween's my favorite thing ever now.
So
I love it so. It was like pure joy.
I kind of think Halloween is like kids' first chance to experience what it's like to wear a great outfit.
Ooh, now is a great take, except my daughter's obsessed with clothes.
Well, but
she loves outfits.
But I'm saying for someone that maybe isn't.
A lot of people. Right. I think it's a good take, especially for boys.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good take. All right. Let's keep it rolling.
Wait, did we pick the last one?
We both picked
the Bills.
Yep. And I'm not messing this one up here.
Right.
So we're good. Man, Not a great slate of football games so far.
Mm.
That continues.
There's a lot. Well, there's a lot of bad teams this year.
You're right.
There's not a lot of middle teams.
Yeah, that's a good take.
So which is probably why you have a lot of bad games.
Well, two bad teams in this one.
All
the
right.
Patriots at the Titans.
Woof.
Woof.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. So it looks like, is Drake May playing?
I believe so. I don't know.
He was in the concussion protocol.
Oh man, that changed a lot.
Well, okay.
I mean, but they have Brissett, I suppose. So.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go. It's in New England.
It is.
Well, I don't know if that matters a ton.
It's in Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Patriots -3.
It is actually the other way.
The Titans are favorites.
3.5. It's in Tennessee, but so they are a 3.5 point favorite.
I think of the Patriots.
So maybe
as
Drake
frisky.
May is not playing because of that.
Yeah,
possible?
maybe. I just think of them as frisky, and I think as the Titans of crashing.
I think the Titans might.
Yeah,
in the running for worst team in football. Yeah. I can't believe that. Like, this is a Titans line. But I'm not picking the Titans 3.5 for anyone. Like, I'll take the Patriots.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I will take the Patriots.
We picked every game the same so far. This never. We're
honestly,
on
maybe
fire
that's
this
my
year.
best
Maybe we just keep doing it.
Maybe this is the strategy I've needed.
Well, we're tied, dude. You've been kicking ass. All right, let's keep it rolling. Another horrific game. They're all bad. I'm looking through. There is one
good week for gambling.
One great game this week. A couple okay games. We'll get to the great one that's coming. This is not the great one. This is the Saints at the Panthers.
Woof. And I think Bryce
we just
Young's
went from Patriots Titans. He is playing.
Yeah.
Patriots Titans to Saints Panthers.
Is Derek Carr back?
I don't think so.
I'm going to take the Saints regardless, but I'm going to pick the line in Carolina.
In Carolina, maybe he is back.
I'm going to go Saints -2.
It's Saints -7.
Really?
Which makes me think Derek Carr is back.
Yeah, that does make me think that.
Because that's an important thing. This is the vibes picking where we get a little bit of trouble not knowing if Derek Carr is back.
So while you look that up, I will say they should definitely play Bryce Young the rest of the season. Also, what
are we talking about?
It was dumb to bench him at first, but I can at least see a little bit.
You could see a team revolt.
Yes, it's but at this point,
how do you evaluate players? How do you this, that? But at this point, so it looks like he's coming back.
Okay, so I'll take the Saints.
I will too, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have if Derek Carr were not playing.
Right.
7's too many, but that's why I look at him like, yes.
Agreed.
All right, I will take the Saints as well. How about another horrible game? Washington at the Giants.
Wow, dude. I know they only play twice a year, but it feels like this is the 5th time. Washington.
Well, it is funny because was it week 9 now? We're at week 8?
Week 9.
Week 9, that's what I thought.
7 games.
We're getting to the point now this week where we're starting to see rematches for the first
game.
You know? Yeah,
so this
the
first game
games are already playing again, you know?
First game, actually, I think the Giants would have won if they had
a field goal kicker.
Yeah.
They lost 21-18.
Now, that being said, the two teams have gone on a bit of different paths.
Since
then. Man, it's got to suck to be a Giants fan.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
Just no hope right off the bat every season.
And most Giants fans are Yankees fans, and it's so funny too. I was talking to Mike in New York, our great Go Birds caller, listener. Shouts to Mike.
Yankees fan out.
Freaking love that.
Oh, he's at the Phillies game.
He's a Yankees fan.
Okay.
He likes the Phillies as NL team, whatever. But he's a Yankees Eagles fan. But I was talking to him about it, and I was like, yeah, it's like you go down 3-0 if you're a Yankees fan. It's like, all right, we're probably gonna lose, like whatever, win a game, who cares? But to do it that way, like to have the 5-0 lead and just blunder it away, it shouldn't have been as painful. I think they made it more painful that way.
And also, I will say, of all the ways to lose, to have that out or not be an out between Rizzo and
the Cole thing,
dude,
how do you not cover?
You were out of the inning. If you execute that play, you're 5-0. You win that game. I would say almost without question.
Almost definitely win that game.
Right?
You never know. I mean,
it's such a manageable out. And I'll say this actually quickly.
Yes.
To everyone that says it doesn't matter if a first baseman's good or not. Think about that.
Here's the funny thing. Anthony Rizzo is a great first baseman. He's been one of the best defensive first basemen in baseball for years. It was Garrett Cole didn't cover first base.
No, I know.
He had no chance.
Well, what's so crazy?
No one on the planet could get to first base.
What I think so crazy to me too is neither of them ran hard. That's the weirdest thing.
Rizzo, because Rizzo
took a weird bounce. Yeah,
he wasn't going to get there. But Garrett Cole just stopped running.
But it's the World Series. Just run.
I've never seen Garrett Cole. That was an all-time blunder.
It really is. They probably don't win the series, but if they win the game,
you never know.
Yeah, it's 3-2. You go back, you have the momentum.
Yeah, then the pressure starts to turn to the dot. And if you win game 6, then all the pressure's on the
It's kind of a shame because I thought the baseball playoffs were the best they've been in a while.
Yeah, they were.
For what is an it was still a fine World Series.
But you're right. It was a bummer of an
But it wasn't, yeah.
I agree with that.
All right, I'm going to go Washington.
Nice
the game.
Job pulling this right back.
Yeah, you like that? It's in New York, right? Because the first one was in Washington. Yep. I'm going to go Washington -6.
4, which is a low line.
So it's probably because Washington didn't play great last week.
Yeah, and it's a division game.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna take Washington.
Me too. I mean, what are we doing?
Like
here?
if it was 7, I'd
yeah,
consider
maybe 7.5.
divisional game that keeps close.
I can't do it. With
Giants
the
aren't good.
I just can't do it with the Giants.
Yeah.
You said after the Eagles game, I was like, oh, you're like they might be the worst team. But I'm like, no, like they're they're like the 10 worst.
Right.
They're 3, 4, whatever.
There's not many teams I would rather be. Like the Giants are near the bottom.
Honestly, now that Jameis Winston is playing in Cleveland, I'd rather be the Browns than the Giants in terms of just like win a game. I think the Browns are better football.
Yeah, it is crazy how screwed they are. So
I know
they're gonna need a new head coach, a new GM, a new quarterback.
Yeah,
it's a lot to find.
What a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
not complaining about that. All right, 4 o'clock and night games coming up. Listen to this line.
But first,
Mike Quick, pretty good. Seth Joyner, come on. Jody Mack, Mark Zumoff, Rob Ellis, Joe Conklin, and us. Eliot Shorr-Parks, James Seltzer. We are the Bet Parks lineup. Bet Parks, the official sportsbook and online casino of the Go Birds pod. It's the only sportsbook and online casino we use. We recommend. It is awesome. You can bet on all the games this weekend. We're going through them. Bet the lines. We've been having some real luck this year. So maybe bet with us. We always say bet. Don't necessarily bet with us. Just have fun with us. Maybe bet with us this year.
So I was thinking, if you bet $5 on every one of our picks this year, I mean, you're up. I mean,
well, we're both 20 games over 500.
Yeah, you're maybe not up a ton, but you're
over $100. You're up like $100.
Yeah, I'll
essentially.
Yeah,
more or less. So that's pretty damn good.
Pretty good.
Start with a $5.
$300.
Start with a 5 and have 100. Pretty damn good.
I like those odds.
You did a 10, you get more, and so on and so forth. Amazing stuff. Plus, in addition, you can bet more than the score. Bet player touchdowns, rushing yards, passing yards, sacks, all the good stuff with the Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook app. Plus, in addition, you're watching the games. Maybe not the Eagles game. You lock in for that.
Right.
The other games. How about having a casino right in your hand? No big
deal.
You're
bored watching Bryce Young,
right? Yeah, watching Bryce Young.
Yeah,
you want to play a little baccarat, a little roulette, a little blackjack with live dealer online slots with your favorite TV shows like Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, online slots, so much fun stuff. Online slot movies based on Ted the movie, Rocky. How about that? You can enjoy all the action of a casino right at your fingertips. Here's a great deal for you. Listen to this. New users, if you download the Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook app right now, you get up to $1,000. Yes. $1,000 in casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Casino bonus must be wagered. See betparks.com for the terms and details. You must be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, or higher gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
2 things. So one, speaking of Rocky, which is an old movie, I watched
1976.
It's crazy. I watched it's not Christopher Nolan. He is in it. Or maybe he's not.
He's a director.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Nolan is a director.
No, but who's a director? It's Tim Burton.
Okay.
I watched the Tim Burton Batmans recently.
Oh, yeah. Batman Returns.
Let me tell you.
Pretty entertaining.
The Joker is a wild character.
Oh, I know. Jack Nicholson's Joker is like way over the top.
Well, it's like
he's almost goofy. It's
So
very different. I didn't realize Ledger's Joker.
Yes. Well, I didn't realize Prince made the soundtrack.
Yeah. How cool is that, right?
Well, it's cool, but the scene where he's like riding on the float and they're playing that song.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's like it's stuck in my head.
And
it's like I can't decide how to feel about it.
The scene in the art gallery.
That's
like the whole.
It's just it's so different than any other Batman.
So different.
It's like
Tim Burton. That's the thing about Tim Burton.
You can almost see the haunted Halloween.
Yeah, and Tim Burton. I said this when Emily and I went to see Beetlejuice.
Oh, I just watched it last night.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
I did fall asleep, but it was very good. I'm just being honest.
What a great thing. But I said to her, I'm like, there's no one who can do what this guy does. And I'm not even a huge Tim Burton fan. Like, I like Beetlejuice, I like Batman's. I didn't like Edward Scissorhands that much. Like, I'm hit or miss on some of his stuff. But it's like, when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's Tim Burton.
Yeah,
there aren't that many directors you could say that for, which is pretty neat. All right, proud of you for watching older movies, though.
Thank you.
Maybe come to me, and I will give you the best older movies.
Well, no, here's what it is. Like me and Chris.
Never ask me. All I do like 10,000 final thoughts on this pod about movies. My whole thing is movies, and you're like.
Well, to be fair,
once come to me and say, "Hey, well, give me an old movie."
I did ask you what movies to watch on an airplane,
and then you didn't watch it. I told you Good Will Hunting. I did You're like, "Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Good Will Hunting's a really good call."
I still have it on my iPad.
Watch it. It's phenomenal.
Maybe I will. Hey, I'm going to Dallas this week.
There you go. Watch it.
We're so into the Penguin on HBO.
I know you told me.
Old Batman.
That's good. Sure, why not? Whatever gets you watching.
Unbelievable.
Whatever gets you watching old stuff.
Have you watched it yet?
No. What was the last TV show I watched?
I know, but like, it's just.
I'll get there.
I've
heard it's very good. Yes. I will get there. I like Colin Farrell a lot. I'm a big
I can't think of her name, but the actress who plays the main villain character in there from How I Met Your Mother. I'd be surprised if you knew her name.
From How I Met Your Mother.
She's the mom in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
So she's not a huge character.
So I know the actress.
Yes, dude, she is unbelievable.
She's in Palm Springs, which I'll love.
Say this.
I love Palm Springs. Oh, what is her name? Oh, it's actually going to bother me. I do know her name.
This show might get me to change my take that actors don't matter. This might be the one. I'm not there yet, but
I'm really happy you finally got there.
It's impressive. Although he's in a costume, so anyone could do it probably. But regardless, I was just saying, like it could be me or you in there. And,
killing me.
Yeah.
All right. 4 o'clock games. Let's go. Better. The 4 o'clock games are better. Chicago at Arizona.
Wow. Good game.
It's a solid game.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know good, but it's
Gannon
solid.
versus Caleb Williams. Good matchup.
Eberflus might be the worst coach in the NFL. He's up there.
It's
like up there.
Talk about
He's a
punt.
defensive guy.
Dude, talk about punting on a season.
Unbelievable.
If they had a good head, they'll have a new head coach next year.
100%.
They better at least.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
Dude,
How did they keep it over the year? He's been terrible.
If this was a Bears pod, I would be saying, I don't care if they get to the championship game. I would fire Eberflus and get an offensive mind.
Or just a leader of men, whatever. Like this
yeah, like he checks no boxes.
He is a loser.
I'm gonna go Arizona -3.
1.5.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
I am too.
Kyler Murray's good.
They're 4-4. They're fighting for the NFC West,
which
somehow.
is wild,
yeah.
dude. If they win the NFC West, I'd be happy.
I said it in their preview. I was like, they're frisky.
Yeah.
I told you they're frisky.
Yeah, and I know.
And then you bailed on your guy Gannon, and
Look, I know Eagles fans love to root for their former guys, so I'm sure a lot of people out there rooting for Gannon to succeed in Arizona.
Well, what a lead-in, because the next game on my list is a former guy. It's Jacksonville at the Eagles. Should we save it for the end or do it now?
We can do it now, I guess.
We'll forget if we save it.
Yeah.
All right. You know the line, I'm assuming?
I do. It's 7.5, right? So here's what I would say. I think the Eagles are definitely winning. Like, I feel very strong.
I don't like where this is headed.
I'm not guaranteeing it, to be clear.
No, but it sounds like you might pick the Jags here.
Well, I would just say the Jags.
Oh, man.
No. I'm just talking about the 7.5. That's it.
I'm just
okay. Like, the Jags do keep games somewhat close.
Sure.
They desperately need it. The Eagles are coming off a great performance. Like, I'm undecided. Well, I guess I have to pick if I'm going to take the 7.5. I'll take the Eagles with the 7.5, but I don't feel great about it.
I'm definitely laying the points. I think they're better than the Jags.
Okay.
And I think we're starting to see an Eagles team that's going to beat up in bad.
Yeah, no, dude, I think there's a lot of logic to that.
Yeah. But you might be right.
And to be clear, I'm picking the Eagles too. I don't feel as good about it.
I totally get it. I think it's fair. All right. Game of the week, by far, with a bullet, without a doubt. The Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers.
Wow, that is a great game.
Great game.
It's like we talked about. The NFC North being great is just...
It's football. It's great. We talked about it. It's a bunch of classic franchises. And it does look like Jordan Love is going to play at the groin issue. It's tracking. We'll see.
My biggest thing with the Packers is the quarterback situation is not what I thought it was going to be. Like, he's in, he's out, he doesn't play well.
They won with Malik Willis.
I know, but that's my hesitation in viewing the Packers as like.
Now, the only thing I'll say about that is it was like that last year with Jordan Love, and then over the stretch, he was like the best quarterback.
He was. I don't know how much I can put into them going on a hot streak at the right time.
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, like,
So this is such a game the Lions are going to win. Just like.
We're putting him in the parlay. I love the Lions here.
So I'm guessing the Lions attractive then too.
I'm attractive enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lions -2.
2.5.
Yeah, I love the Lions.
Lock it in. That's our.
This is such a Dan Campbell win.
Like, I love the Lions in this one. They're gonna get up for
our
this.
guy.
Matter going into Green Bay. It's gonna be great. All right, let's keep it rolling. The last of the 425 games. This one's solid as far as, especially compared to the rest of the week, I suppose. The Rams at the Seahawks. Big NFC West clash.
Yeah, let me tell you, the opposite of the NFC North is NFC West. Just no juice. Like it could be
it's the lamest.
Each rivalry is like, who cares? Like, Arizona, Seattle, a good divisional matchup.
Other than the AFC South, which is the lamest division.
It is.
I guess the both Souths. The NFC South's pretty lame.
Yeah, but I think NFC West is the biggest in terms of just
people think it's one thing.
Yeah, it's like who cares? All right, say it again. It's Rams. Who?
Rams at Seahawks.
Ugh. Rams -4.
So it's Rams -0.5.
Oh, I'll take the Rams.
I will too.
Yeah, they're playing well right now.
We are about to pick every game the same. This has never happened before.
Really?
We've never done this.
Wow, and it's not intentional.
Never. It's not at all intentional. I was hoping you go.
So
Seattle
parlays, we have Lions and Rams. Then are we feeling?
Yeah, I
good
love
about
the Rams.
Okay,
In this one. It's only a half point. I love.
Yeah,
on the road. I love it. All right, let's keep.
I wonder what's the difference between half point and a pick 'em.
It's a half point is the difference.
But wouldn't it be the same?
Very definitive.
No, but I'm saying, wouldn't it be the same outcome?
Yeah, theoretically, you're right. Yes, it's just that the line, it's juice on one
Okay,
side,
so it's more the money line aspect of it.
It's more that like the half. What people are betting on,
right?
The half point -105.
If you bet a pick 'em and a half a point,
20 or whatever,
it's the same thing,
more or less,
right? Am I missing
something? Yes, you're picking a win.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I
like when games are pick 'em.
Me too. It's the best.
Yeah,
just take
man up and make it a pick 'em.
Yeah, right. Every game should be a pick 'em.
Yeah, it's a good point.
All right. Sunday Night Football. Okay game. I think better now that Joe Flacco's playing. The Colts at the Vikings.
Well, not sad. I'll be missing that one.
Considering
Eagles 4:00,
yes.
It'd be tough to watch.
Yes.
Vikings minus now Joe Flacco's in, like you just said.
Yes, he is.
I think it might be a little tighter. I'm gonna go Vikings -4.5.
So close.
Ugh.
Vikings -5. You've been amazing this week.
I've been good.
Best
I've
week
been
in a
good.
long time.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Vikings, but I
Finally.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Colts.
All
I'm going to
right.
take the points here. I don't
I
feel
wanted
great
to
about
take
it.
the Colts, but
I
I'll
don't
take the
feel great
Vikings.
about it, but I think Flacco will play tough. I think he'll be better against that Flores defense. I think it's a close game.
Yeah. Also, we overrating Flacco a little.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
I just think it's so much better than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, last one.
But silly to bench him.
Kind of an okay Monday night game again. The a Super Bowl rematch a couple years ago. The Bucs at the Chiefs.
Bucks Chiefs Monday night. Wow. I'm gonna go Chiefs -2.
This line shocked me.
Are the Bucks favorites?
No.
Okay.
The Chiefs are an 8.5
Eight?
point favorite.
Well,
8.5 point favorite.
Are the Bucks missing people?
Well, Chris Godwin's out.
I know that.
Evans, I don't know if he's back or not, but
But how?
yeah.
That's a worrisome line.
I know.
I guess I'll take the Bucks.
I will too. It just feels like too many points. Chiefs didn't cover
Also
against the
not a
Raiders
parlay
last week,
game.
but no. All right, so let's get to the parlay here. I think
So we definitely have Detroit and LA.
Yep, we have Detroit.
I'd be in on Washington. I forget what that line was.
Washington's -4
I'd be in on
in
that.
New York. I mean, I could do that.
They didn't play great last week.
Only thing to get worried about,
the emotional thing.
Only thing to worried about, Jaden Daniels still a little bagged up,
but Mariota put up.
But more so, what I was going to say is the potential of the division game.
Yeah,
we know
but
those
4 is not a huge spread.
Look, if you want to convince me to go with it, I love the Ravens -8. I think they're definitely going to beat the Broncos. But
okay,
I'm okay with it. Look, I'm okay with it.
Do we want to do Ravens instead? I get your point about a divisional game. I feel like they've hurt us this year.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm scared is a divisional game. But otherwise, I like both. Here, let me put in the Rams for sure, Lions for sure.
Although we're not picking huge favorites.
Yeah, we're picking small favorites.
Right.
What do you think? You make the call, Washington or Baltimore?
I'm gonna go Washington.
Do you want to do Washington?
I'd just rather
line instead of doing the -4 because I could see.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Game. Let's do the Washington money line.
Should we put then Ravens in too, or is that getting greedy?
That's getting greedy.
Well, what if you just put
Ravens money line?
Ravens money line.
All right, let's see. All
The
right, so if we add the Ravens money line, yeah, because that'll get us back up to probably where we would have been if we had taken the points on that one. So Ravens money line and all right, +538.
I like that.
I do too. All right, so our official Go
We
Birds
could
parlay,
switch to all money lines.
We've been on fire. Well,
it's
we
really
basically are. It's Rams -7, and then the only non-money line other than that is Detroit -2.5. Unless we think it's going to be like a 1 or 2.
That's a good point, actually. All right, good point.
I think we're in good shape.
All right,
watch Detroit win by 1.
I know.
All right, so our official parlay, the Rams -0.5 point, essentially money
line.
Right. Detroit -2.5. Washington money line. Ravens money line plus
I like it.
538. I actually really like.
I think it's gonna go good.
Okay.
Coming off a slight L.
Yeah.
Are we doing final thoughts?
Barrel. Yeah, of course we are. Why wouldn't we?
All right. Well, I don't know.
You're all so I have for clap your hands. You're already on.
No. I just okay.
Yeah.
So I have two
busy.
Two simple ones. I'm trying to decide. All right, I'm gonna go with this one.
Mine is so dumb.
Yeah, mine's dumb too.
Good.
Okay. You know what I think is so underrated? Fresh air.
Okay, mine's less dumb than yours.
Like, so I just think we take.
You know what's important, man?
No. I'm not saying from a health perspective. I'm saying I think if you stop and smell the fresh air and really take a deep breath,
I get what you're saying.
An underrated feeling as someone that's been in airplanes a lot recently and airports a lot recently.
This sounds like someone who's
when you step out and it's like a crisp, cool, fresh air and you take a deep breath, like
I get it.
So it's a little along the lines of stop and smell.
I just don't think it's underrated.
I do. How many times do you hear people be like, "Man, there's some great fresh air"?
All the time, people. No. People
no.
say, "Oh, I need to get some fresh air." That's the thing that people say all the time.
But I don't think they actually go and get fresh air. I think they just leave the tense situation.
So I agree. Fresh air, great. I think you might.
I think it's underrated. I think it's underrated.
Okay. Well, it's not.
I can't remember the last time I heard someone tell me how great fresh air was.
I don't think people talk like that.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. It's taken for granted. Not the breathing aspect.
I just don't think we say it. Like, I don't think we're like, oh, how about that air outside, man, right?
Well, that's what makes it underrated. That's literally the definition of underrated, is that we don't give it enough credit. And I'm not talking from like you need it to breathe. I'm talking about just like whew, that's some good air.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's true. I'm telling you. Everyone, next time you get a fresh air opportunity, really take it in. And I think you will appreciate it.
A fresh air opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my final thought. Do you ever, and it's usually like a soda or beer, water if I'm really thirsty, but do you ever, it's really soda. Do you ever take a sip of something and inadvertently just go, yeah. as soon as you're done because I do it
Really?
all the time.
I
Emily's
don't.
like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" I would like so like for example, like my water, I'll go.
It's dynamic
Like that.
podcasting.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like
what's funny
I can't
is-
help it. I don't want to. It just comes out of my
So-
mouth. Am I weird? Because Emily thinks it's insane.
So I don't think it's weird to do that. I don't do it with water.
I don't mean to though.
I'll
It's
do it
on
with
purpose.
food.
It'll just pop out. Like it's
I-
like I'll just go like, oh yeah.
I do with food. I'll go like, yeah, like,
yeah. I think
like
that's
that.
more normal.
I'll
That's
do that,
normal, but
yeah.
the drink,
I agree. Now what's funny is
it's like a
it
commercial. It's like, shh.
sounds a lot like the camera drop that you've been.
I know that's what
It-
made me think. of it.
yeah, it
That's
sounds-
literally what made me think of it.
I would say that is unique.
It's a little
I would
weird,
say
right?
So yeah,
Cool.
especially with like any drink.
I know it's mostly with soda.
Also,
I
I
don't know
feel
why.
like people more go like,
They do. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I will go.
yeah, it's
Mm,
definitely.
yeah.
I would say you're in the minority.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that. All right. Everyone check out Clap Your Hands. We will be back Saturday, 1 to 3. Parks,
Yes.
check us out.
Birthday show.
Call in. Guess what? Another awesome prize to give away. And Elliot's birthday show.
Birthday show.
Love it. It's going to be awesome. We'll have some fun. And then obviously, as soon as the game ends, 4 o'clocker this week, that'll be fun.
Yeah, 4:05.
So as soon as
It'll
the
be
game
dark
ends,
like the whole time.
I know.
Yeah.
As soon as the game ends, we will be there to react on the WIP YouTube channel. So check us out. Until then, he's Item James.